And hello guys, welcome back to the Mountain Dew series, back here for another race after a little bit of a break back from vacation. I'm glad you guys stuck around, and we're back here again to get the season back going for race number 7 of season 6. And we're here today in Atlanta, Georgia at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, one of the fastest tracks on the circuit. Used to be probably the fastest, but I think it's been beaten, but still probably one of the top 3 fastest tracks on the circuit, and lots of jam-packed action here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, again for race number 7, as drivers are still continuing to try to get some early momentum in the season to build for a hopeful chase spot later on in the season. Still a long way away, but we'll see what happens. And if my commentary kind of sucks, it's because I haven't done it in a while, so bear with me as we head to the back straightaway. And on the pole today, in the number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevrolet, is Charles Jackson, who is having a strong start to the season. 7th in the point standing, gets his first pole of the season. Charles looking to come in here and make something happen with this Hendrick Motorsports team, hoping to have some kind of luck like Casey Kane did, getting the chase by winning here at, Atlanta. So we'll see what Charles does today. Outside of him is Michael Norman, who's been on a really bad cold spell. Couple of DNFs the last couple of races and finished, I believe, both times in the 40s. Michael's trying to recover. He's way down 37th in the points, driving the Paul Walker tribute car for RCR. He will start 2nd. Aaron Reed in the Monster Energy colors this week will start in the 3rd spot. Aaron Reed looking to get his first win of the season as well. He's 9th in the points, so he's still going to try to add on to that. The Cobalt Chevrolet, Cody Lamas, he is last in points. He's trying to do something to get his car going and just try to get his luck changed and turned around here in Atlanta. We'll see what happens. And let's see. Yes, this is Joshua Mudd, one of the cars I recently painted. Look at my bumper. I had to show that car off. I'm sorry. Anyway, Joshua Mudd and his basically his actual self car with all his phrases and stuff on it, and his cat Zoe, Tweet. Josh will be starting 5th. The Las Vegas winner, Ian Dutta, in the Haviland Chevrolet, will start 6th. Row 4 has Zachary Fitzwater, who's needing a good run. He is down in the points as well. He is starting in the 7th spot. Steven Gonzalez, who's 6th in points, he starts 8th. Seth Cole in his Washington Nationals paint scheme after they won the, I think it was the National Division, I believe, or like the whole entire conference or whatever. I'm not much into baseball, sorry. I don't know my stuff, I guess. But I thought it would be appropriate to run this scheme since I had it. He starts 9th, and Michael Cozy, who actually, I believe, won a nationwide race here a while back, he will start 10th. And points leader coming to today's race is still Zach Buchanan, who's had a great start to the season. Zach is actually starting further back, and I'm sorry for the long intro. There he is. He's driving the Home Depot colors this week. Couldn't get a good view, but we'll see how Zach does and the rest of this field as we go racing here at Atlanta for 33 laps, I believe. And we are back.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew. All we got to do is just everybody carry the weight.
Laps. We'll no cautions here for in the Golden Corral 400, which I failed to mention. And actually Golden Corral 500, I should say. But they're behind the pace car, getting ready for 33 laps. There's no cautions, and I believe there won't be a pit stop because the racing stays pretty good. So we're not going to have any pit stops to worry about this race. So I'm going to change it up a little bit for here in Atlanta. But who is going to make a splash today? Will we see another first-time winner this season? We're about to find out. The pace car is off. Charles Jackson, Michael Norman, the Chevy front row. I should say the Chevy top 6. We lead them down to the green flag, and we are racing here in hot Atlanta. And thinking of it right now, I think we've had 5 first-time winners in 6 races. Actually, we've had 4 first-time winners. Outside Jake Rogers and Dylan Young, Joshua Mudd, Jessica Shelton, Sky Commons, and last week we had Chris Washer join the list as he comes going around for the first time around this track at blistering 200 miles an hour, which is scary. First lap's going to be led by the Mudmobile Joshua Mudd got the lead, but here comes Zachary Fitzwater in the Sirius Satellite Dodge, followed by Seth Cole and the Panasonic Chevrolet of Joseph Lombard. And it's going to get wild up here. We're checking the back and see what's going on. A lot of different paint schemes as well this week for a lot of drivers, so everybody knows what the heck they're driving. Like I said, there's going to be a lot going on up here, and it's going to be very fast. Ooh, Aaron Reed and Jacob Lawler are getting really close. And what I've seen problems, it happens off about turn number 2. Some cars get hooked to the stuff. We don't know what's going to happen if it is today or not. But we're going to find out. Zachary Fitzwater led last time by, I think Lombard got that lap left. And there's Red Bell in the Xbox One GameStop paint scheme. I know Trent loves that scheme. But Red Bell quietly second in the point standings. Looks like Red's having a rebound season. Last season kind of wasn't her season at all. Did get a win at Kansas. But the season before she made the chase. And I guess switching back to a Toyota like she was 2 seasons ago for Red Bull Racing helped when she went over to Joe Gibbs Racing. But she's going to get the lead now from Tim Walsh. And there was a wreck. And it was the pole sitter Charles Jackson. And I think Jacob Lawler was involved as well, and possibly Andreas out. I don't think Andreas was involved. There's Lawler. He has side damage on the Napa Toyota. And the pole sitter Charles Jackson came here in the top 10 in points. In trouble early. That Farmers Insurance Chevrolet is going to pit road. And we're only 5 laps in. It's now working lap 6. That is a tough break for the pole sitter. Charles had a great start to the season. He's going to have a mulligan today. We'll get ready and go back and take a look at that. As Cody Lama is in, James Silverfox leading the way. Let's see what happened to Charles Jackson and Jacob Lawler. Now going forward wide, not a good idea. Tony Blazer at the very bottom, Liam Arvig, Charles Jackson, Jacob Lawler on the high side. Does Lawler get help? I think Lawler might got a bump from Jake Rogers. I'm trying to get a better view. Does he get hooked? Oh yeah, he does. He was in the wall basically, just trying to keep that 56 off the 5. And Jake Rogers is going to turn Lawler up into Charles Jackson. Oh wow. And they kind of got away from everybody else. Surprisingly enough, they didn't have anybody else wreck. Everybody else got slowed up here, just trying to avoid it. Had to get back in the throttle and stuff. But that's what happened right there to the poster, Charles Jackson and Jacob Lawler. Last season, chaser as well, but that's a tough break for Charles. He didn't need that. But we'll go back to live action. We have a great battle front heating up with some of these drivers. And we are back as James Silverfox in the Mopar Dodge for Evernham Motorsports is leading the way. Tim Fiegel is in new colors this week in the 78. He's in second right now. Joshua Mudd trying to get that in third. Sean Henley 4th. Danny Wells 5th. Michael Cozy is 6th. Cody Lama 7th. Tony Blazer 8th. Tim Walsh 9th. And a battle for 10th place between Jack Richards and Liam Irvig. Aaron Reed following suit right behind him in the 41. And there's Charles Jackson. He's returned to the track. Says he's only 1 lap down. Yeah, no pit stop. Now he says he's 2 laps down. He's about to go 3, it looks like. I don't know how slow this car's going to be as well. Oh, he's going to be right in front of the field. This is going to be interesting. Oh, boy. Jacob Lawler is continuing. He's still on the lead lap. Oh, he's going to come right. They're going to split him. Whoa, Michael Cozy had to rub doors with that 5 car. Wow. Charles is really off the pace. He's holding up Red Bell and Liam Arvig. Oh, boy. Tim Fiegel's also stuck behind Charles. They're trying to freight train him now on the high side. I see more smoke. Did they wreck again? There's Sky Commons, the Bristol winner. I think Sky Commons possibly spun. We're going to do the lazy replay. Brought to you by me and my mouse. Let's see what happened real quick. Oh! Tim Walsh right here got hooked by Jack Richards. And Sky Commons got the worst end of the deal. He just got sideswiped. He's going to hit the wall hard. You've seen that so many times in Atlanta, cars hit the wall like that. But in Oregon, not as bad, I guess. That's what happened to Sky. Tough break for him. Saving time to have to go back to the replay, so I showed that. Everybody all got around the slow car of Charles Jackson. Sky Commons. He needed a good run today too. He's 23rd in the point standings. Even with that win, not helping his pace at all. We go up toward the front now. Joshua Mudd's leading once again. Sean Henley been the bridesmaid, I believe, 2 times this season. trying to get a win. He finished second at the Daytona 500, finished second at Auto Club. He just needs a good run. Hindley is 11th in the point standings. Joshua Mudd 10th in the standings. There's Michael Cozy. He's also looking for good running. Cody Lamas, this is what exactly he's been looking for. He needs to stay up front and run well. If he gets a win, that would be huge for this 48 team. He's just trying to get out of the cellar in the points. He's all the way dead last. Kid's had the worst luck in my series by far over anybody else I've ever seen. And he just needs a good run. He had, I think, a 12th place finish last time we raced at Martinsville. That was, I think, one of his best finishes of the season. I think it actually was. He's still trying to get his first top 10. He's going for the lead on Sean Hindley, who's in the Jackass colors. I just wanted to show it. You see everybody going around Joshua Mudd here. There's the points leader, Zach Buchanan. 3 wide between Red Bell and Joshua Mudd. Getting ready to get passed by Cole Dowley in the 18. Buchanan, like I said, it's been a strong start to the season for this 14 team. The rookie, Zach, has been running very well. He's had a couple of bad races. His top 10 streak ended after the first 4. The last few races, not any top 10s. So Zach's trying to get back his mojo he had in the first 4 races. He's right ahead of James McLeod, who's in the Brant 51 colors this week. So we'll see how Zach rebounds. Second in the points, like I said, is Red Bell. We saw Tim Walsh, who's third in points, get in trouble. Jake Rogers, Jessica Shelton are 4th and 5th in the standings. Looking for them. I see Jessica back there. Jake's in GameStop. I think there he is. There's Jake. He was 32nd last time by. Jessica was 36th. He's in the retro Harvick paint scheme grid wrench car from 2001. There's Charles and there's Jacob Lawler and Sky Commons. Tough break for those guys. Aaron Reed is now mounting up Cody Lamas for the lead. He's in the Monster Energy colors again, like I said this week. Aaron Reed, he has 6 wins. That's something to keep an eye on. Ralph Green, who's second on the all-time wins list, which I revealed again on Facebook. Ralph Green's second on the all-time wins list with 7. James McLeod, who's an active driver in the series, he has 8 wins, but none since season 4. But Aaron Reed won a couple times last season. Reed only 2 wins away. He's technically, I guess you could say, second of active drivers on the wins list. He gets this one. If he gets a win, he'll tie Ralph Green. He'll only be 1 win behind James McLeod, who wants to stay the all-time winners list. And look back, as soon as I say that McLeod is in the top 5, I guess he heard me. McLeod might have had his 9th win in his first of in probably 2 seasons at Auto Club, but got involved in a wreck after being the dominant car, starting from the pole, and he's kind of working his way up to the front now in the Allgaier looking car. We're in the paint scheme last couple of weeks. Michael Norman, he's worked his way back up toward the front there. Steve Gonzalez, Ian Dutta. I don't know where his teammates are. I haven't seen the 8 of the 1 all race. There's Sean Galligan, the all-tail colors this week. They're 4 wide. Oh boy. There's one of his teammates, Trent Dunham. He's in the Real True paint scheme. That is the Ty Dillon scheme, if anybody's wondering, with the 1 on it. But it's a nice looking scheme. Where's Joshua Balk? Let's see. Balkin is. Oh, there he is. He's in the Dow colors. I couldn't recognize him. But he didn't even know he's in that car either. I think he started dead last. Fun fact to know, though, as he goes 4 wide with a bunch of red cars. The last time we were here in Atlanta in the series when Nationwide was running as well, the Mopar Nationwide series, both races, the winner of the race, Sam Young and William Duncan, they started dead last and won the race on the same weekend. I don't know if anybody's ever had that happen in our series, but that was crazy. Joshua Balkin's trying to make that streak happen for a 3rd consecutive race. He has a shot at it. He's moving his way through the field. Balkin's hoping for that. He'd like to get his first career win. That'd be huge for him. And he's 32nd in points, so he needs a good run as well. Here's Dylan Young, the Phoenix winner. Liam Irvig. James Silverfox back up here with Seth Cole. Joshua Collard's working his way up. James McLeod is leading. He is leading the way. He's coming up on Charles. Oh boy. Oh boy, Charles doesn't know where to go. And look at Sean Galligan just take advantage and go right by everybody. 3 wide. And now they're stuck behind the 5 car, Charles Jackson. But they need to get out of the way, and he's going to go up in front of Michael Norman. And here comes the inside line. They are just flying by that slow 5 car. And Charles needs to get up to that 3rd lane, more than likely. He's about to get moved if you don't watch it. Michael Norman cannot be happy inside that race car right now. Now he's going to go on the inside and block Lombard and Hindley. Oh boy. Oh, they're going 4 wide. Oh boy. They almost did. Wow. Now Ian Dutta and Cole Daly are getting held up. We have to go back up toward the front though. Laps are winding down. We're about under 10 laps to go. There's two monster cars going by each other. The two cars that got away from that pretty quickly. Sean Galligan emerged as the leader. He got around there in the 3 wide situation. Galligan looking for a good run. He's going to be continuing to lead. McLeod is now second. Tim Walsh is now third. Dylan Young taking fourth away from Liam Irving. And Jessica Shelton has worked her way up here. Where did she come from? I don't know. She was in the back not too long ago, and now she's up here. I guess she was on the inside line. It worked out. There's Steven Gonzalez. He's also up there. Seth Cole. Michael Cozy. Trent Duncan makes 3 wide under Silver Fox and Collard. There's 3 Everingham cars there, including the 19 of Zachary Fitzwater. Good to see these Dodges running well. It's the only Dodge team in the series. Oh no. There is smoke. There was a wreck. And it was Jake Rogers. The Daytona 500 winner in 4th in the standings. Charles Jackson's wrecked again. That's James Qualls on pit road in the Travis Pastrana car. Cole Daly is in trouble. We've had a huge wreck. And Joshua Balkin was involved. It doesn't look like the streak's going to continue. Jack Richards, I don't know if he got involved or not. Charles Jackson, another wreck. It had to be something to do with him. And I don't know what that was all. I don't know what happened. We'll check at the end of the race. We're getting close to the end. Danny Wells, we haven't talked about him. He's trying to work his way up there as well. Basically the top 10 right here. Galligan has lost the lead. James McLeod is now to the point. McLeod's trying to have a rebound season, definitely. He's had a struggling season. He's 26th in points. Dylan Young trying to get going. Tim Walsh has been pretty consistent. And here comes his teammate, Steven Gonzalez, in the Pennzoil Toyota. That's weird to say. In that retro inverse paint scheme that Steve Park ran back in, I believe, 97 or 98. Seth Cole is up there. Would love to get a victory after his Washington Nationals won the National Conference or whatever. I don't know. I need to stop talking about baseball. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, they caught up to Jake Rogers. They're going to clear by him. Tim Walsh is going to be stuck behind him, it looks like. McLeod is just, these guys are basically going to be trying to set up for a good finish. We'll be in the right place at the right time. We got still a few laps to go, but a lot can happen in about 5 laps. You have to be careful. 5 laps to go. It's going to go by quick, though, too. Dylan Young trying to mount a charge on the 51. Steven Gonzalez, 1 career win. Dylan Young, 2. James McLeod, 8. Sean Galligan back to a one-time winner. The first person that can try to get their first win. I have to actually go back quite a bit. Tony Blazer and Tim Fiegel back here are the first non-winners ever. The other guys ahead of them have a win. And McLeod got passed by Dylan Young, but here comes Steven Gonzalez to the inside of him for the lead. Got a couple Penske cars up here. Galligan's coming back in the all-tail Ford. Haven't heard that since 2002. Nostalgia going on over here is crazy. Steven Gonzalez is going to take the lead. 3 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Galligan moves around his teammate Dylan Young for second. He wants to get a win like his teammates already this season. Jake Rogers in the 22 won the Daytona 500. Dylan Young followed up the next week at Phoenix and got a win in the 2. Galligan's the 3rd Penske car. He wants to get a victory to help himself in a wildcard situation early on in the season. Steven Gonzalez has the lead. Galligan's making a move to the inside. Here he comes. Side by side at the line. 2 laps to go. Gonzalez leads that time by. Galligan's taking the lead. Here comes Dylan Young. They're coming up on, I don't know if they're going to catch Jacob Lawler or not. Red Bell going under Gonzalez. Here comes Randy Carpenter. We haven't talked about him all day in the 39. Keith Batson's up here. Tim Fiegel. People we haven't seen all race long are up toward the front. Dylan Young is taking the lead from Galligan. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Carpenter going after Galligan for second. Keith Batson. And the Office Depot colors. What would it be if that 99 won this race? If they race side by side, they might not catch Dylan Young. He was talking about, I only have 2 wins. How is this possible? But Dylan Young could be making an early statement as he comes off the next corner in his debut race in the Monster Energy Ford. Dylan Young is going to pick up his 2nd win of the season in a short season. And Dylan Young takes the Golden Corral 500 here in Atlanta. His 2nd win already in season 6. How about that? 2 wins and 7 starts this season. Dylan Young has already probably taken himself a really good chance of getting at least a wild card spot. Basically pulling a John Dillon from last season. Holy cow. Dylan Young going to come out of this race with the victory. And he wins I'm glad. And that's the car I painted. I'm pretty happy. I think if Carpenter could have run at it, he had his shot, but Keith Batson went after him for that second spot, and as soon as they went side by side, that was all she wrote. Dylan Young, and the third win for Penske this season, and Dylan Young's going to victory lane once again, his second win of the season and his third of his career. Congrats to him. Zachary Fitzwater runs over Steven. Again, that's all. It seemed like it was all going to be about timing on that, and where you were in the race. Man, oh man. And now it is in the books. Dylan Young, who, like I said, he came in 8th in points, picks up his second win of the season already. That's going to be huge for sure. Randy Carpenter, great run for him in that 39 team. Carpenter's had a struggling season as well. I believe he's down there. I think he's 41st. Yeah, he's 41st in points. Finishes second. Keith Batson went up third. Great run for him. He's trying to get his momentum going. He kind of had a couple bad races. Red Bell, second in points. There is a good chance that Red might be the new points leader, because I'm looking down where Zach Buchanan is. He's 25th. Jessica Shelton's 26th. So I think that 20 car is going to be the new points leader. Seth Cullen's up 5th. James McLeod 6th. Sean Galligan 7th. Ian Dudd 8th. Danny Wells 9th. Last week's winner Chris Washer will end up with a top 10. Look through the rest of your field. Blazer, Gonzalez, Fiegel, Mudd, Trent Dunham. All got top 15. Zachary Fitzwater got a solid run 16th. Michael Cozy, Joseph Lombard, Liam Ervig, Ryan Acosta, Aaron Reed, the top 20. We go through the rest of the field, and we'll go back and check the wreck out too before I forget. Looking for notable people in the points. Like I said, Zach 25th, Shelton 26th, Henley was 28th, Tim Walsh ended up 30th. Let's see. Jake Rogers, a lap down in 39th, got involved in the wreck. Daly Qualls were also involved, and possibly Joshua Balkin. Sky Commons had his issues today. Lawler had his issues. Charles Jackson got involved in 2 wrecks today. After starting on the pole, ended up dead last today. He was top 10 in points. That's going to hurt. So let's go back and see what happened on that last little wreck that involved the pole sitter, I believe, once again, Charles Jackson, and caught up Jake Rogers, Cole Daly, James Qualls, and possibly Joshua Balkin. Okay, here's Charles back here. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here. Oh, Daly was trying to avoid, I believe, the 5 car, and he tried to move down the lane lower. Balkin was already there. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. Daly is going 216 miles an hour on the apron. This is not going to be good. Oh boy. He goes over. Oh wow, he just completely annihilated Jake Rogers and just hit his car right into James Qualls. Joshua Balkin just slammed into Charles Jackson, and then Daly's going to get hit by Jackson as well. Wow, there was so much going on in that wreck. Like I said, Balkin comes back up. He just sideswipes Jackson right up in the wall. Jack Richards, I don't know how he got through that. That was scary, probably. But yeah, Daly. I mean, look at that. That's not a good sight. Man, he completely just clipped Jake Rogers. He backed it hard in the wall. James Qualls hard in the wall head on in the 6 car. And that just makes you think of Travis Pastrana. It's so sad because he always wrecked a car pretty good. Too soon. Jake Rogers, that GameStop Ford, destroyed. Pastrana looking car. James Qualls, his car is destroyed. Charles Jackson drives away. There's Balkin and Cole Daly, man. Kamikazed in that corner and just completely annihilated 2 cars. There's not much you can do, I guess, when you're at 215 miles an hour, but, I mean, I guess the brake wasn't one of those 99 problems. Actually, it was the only problem, I think. But that's what happened there, and that concludes this race. Let's go back to the post-race and get ready to wrap up the Atlanta weekend. Alright, guys, one last look through the results. Again, thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment, keep up the ride. Give this video a like if you enjoyed the race and the commentary and all that. Subscribe to keep up with the channel itself. And I appreciate everybody, and thank you guys. I want to mention thank you for having me get 600 subscribers. That's a really big number. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it's a lot for what I do. So I appreciate all you guys that have subscribed to me. Thank you guys so much, and for being my friend, and you know, all that. It's been a fun ride so far, and hopefully it's not going to end anytime soon. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time for race 8 at Texas Motor Speedway. So Trent, get your cowboy hat on. You're going to have a hell of a ride. What? Bye! Oh, and Dylan Young won, so in case you know, I get these free. Sorry! Charles. 41 spots. Duh. Probably not, but I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I hope you like this video for today. I will see you guys next time, very soon, and thanks for watching this diecast review. I will see you guys later. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye! The lifetime way. Wow. How did I get up there? Oh, this is impossible. This is impossible. The Captain Rohan Ready Review! This is gonna be a problem, and Brian Acosta! P200 runs John Dillon up the hill! Justin Perry's on his back bumper! He's gonna get wrecked! Oh, he gets pinned behind the 51! That's all it takes! John Dillon's going back to victory lane, this time in the Mountain Race Series, John Dillon takes the Daytona 500!